what makes things vintage. And really what makes something vintage is not only what makes things vintage. And really what makes something vintage is not only the age or how old it is, which is older than the 90s, that's vintage, older than the 90s, but it's also if it can translate into new styles.
Today we're going to talk about what is vintage and how to start buying vintage for the first time.
Arsenal Clerk and Oscify Tha Clurk.
How to identify vintage items, whether or not they actually are vintage, and things to look out for. So I'm going to share with you tips and tricks and different things I've learned over my years. True vintage.
Arsenal Clerk and Oscify Tha Clurk.
I know it can be really tricky, especially when you're looking online. A lot of sellers will list items saying that they are vintage, and they're not. And I just want to show you guys some things that you can look out for so you won't be hassled.
Arsenal Clerk and Oscify Tha Clurk.
Vintage.
Arsenal Clerk and Oscify Tha Clurk.
Now, vintage is a general term used for any item from a previous year.
Arsenal Clerk and Oscify Tha Clurk.
True vintage.
Arsenal Clerk and Oscify Tha Clurk.
Vintage.
Arsenal Clerk and Oscify Tha Clurk.
True vintage.
Arsenal Clerk and Oscify Tha Clurk.
True vintage.
Arsenal Clerk and Oscify Tha Clurk.